Hello Year 5, this is your spelling list for this week. So the theme we're looking at is creating nouns using the ity suffix. Now hopefully you'll remember what a suffix is. I'll just give you a couple of seconds to think about it. Yeah, a suffix is something that you add to the end of a word to give it a different meaning. So say for example you had the word believe, you could add the suffix able, so able, to make it believable. Okay, so you have a root word, okay, a word that it starts off as, and then you add an ending to it to give it a different meaning or to make it a different word class. So we'll have a look at these words. So these are your spelling words for this week. So you've got community, curiosity, ability, captivity, activity, sensitivity, possibility, flexibility, visibility, and eternity. Okay, so it says, how have these nouns been formed? So all of these words are nouns. Now hopefully you remember that a noun names something. Okay, so it could be a person, a place, it could be a feeling, it could be an object, but it names something. Okay, and these are all adjective root words with the suffix ity added, making them into nouns. So the root word that these words start off as are adjectives, so they're describing words. So if we look at the word ability, okay, we're looking at the root word able. Okay, so the able child rode the horse brilliantly. So you're describing the child as being able. Now you're changing it to ability. So my ability when riding a horse is very good. So that becomes a noun. Okay, so all of these words start off as adjectives, so describing words, and then we add ity and it makes them become a noun. So it says sort the words into the correct place in the table. So if we're looking here, it says drop the E or the AL at the end of the root word before adding ity. Okay, so words that fit into that category will go over here, and then drop the LE at the end of the root word before adding ility, so ILITY. So we're looking at these words. Then the root word of community would be communal. So you would drop the AL, so community comes down to this section here because you've dropped the AL of communal and then you've added ITY to make it community. Okay, if we're looking at captivity, what do you think the root word is for captivity? Yeah, it's captive. In a minute, I'll go through the meanings of these words when I explain what the word lists are. So captive, you would drop the E, okay, and then add ITY. So again, that would go into the same place as community. Now, I'm looking here for, looking for one that would come over here. Can you see any one that would go here? Okay, let's have a look at possibility. What do you think the root word is for possibility? Hopefully you've remembered it's possible. So if we're looking at possible, we would take off the LE and add the ILITY, which is over here. So that should go over there. Okay, now it says at the bottom, can you spot the word that doesn't fit in this table? So can you look at a word where neither of these rules fit? Can you find that word? Okay, hopefully you found that it's curiosity. I'm just going to put the other ones through. Okay, so that's right, curiosity is an exception to the rule. Last week I spoke to you about how complicated our language is. So there's always one or two words that don't fit. So it's a word that we just need to learn. So if we're looking at curiosity, the root word would be curious. So it fits the rule in terms of it starts as an adjective, a describing word, and then switches to a noun. Okay, can you see why this doesn't fit? Hopefully you notice that in the word curious it has OUS at the end, and strangely you lose the U for curiosity and add ITY. So this is one you just need to learn. Okay, so here are the spellings. If you do 5 spellings normally in a week, you're doing the red ones. The black ones are if you do all 10. So if you're doing all 10, you do all of them. If you're just doing 5, then you just do the red ones. Very quickly, I'm going to go through any words I think you may not understand or be familiar with. So community, I think we're fine. We talk about that a lot in school. Curious, okay. So curious is being interested in things. Showing curiosity is to be inquisitive, to be interested in finding out about the world around you or about certain situations. Ability is fine. Captivity. Okay, we would say that animals that live in a zoo, they would be living in captivity. I'm having a look. Flexibility. Visibility. So the root word of visibility is, that's right, it's visible. And it's all about how far you can see. So you might be driving home and it might be very foggy and say the visibility is not very good. Okay, and I always thought eternity. So the root word of eternity is eternal, but eternity is something that doesn't have any ending, so it goes on forever. Okay, so they are your spellings for this week. Good luck.